welcome back to the channel. I am off camera today because I am still sick, but you can see my shadow, so we got that going on. But this is another library haul. Thankfully, I picked these up before I got too sick, and I have a couple more to pick up, but we'll see because it's also closed most of this week because Thanksgiving. But without further ado, let's jump into the books I've gotten. If you're new here, I get random books. Like I just type in like Wicca, Witchcraft, Llewellyn, Wiser, just trying to get books. So I find books that I never would have probably grabbed. Like, I don't know. I have no idea what this is about. Modern Wicca, Beliefs and Traditions for Contemporary Life by Rowan Morgana. So it's not like a terribly big book. Hopefully it'll be a pretty quick read. But I mean, the cover is pretty. It's got all sorts of like a found item kind of wreath thing going on here. This is one that I actually had kind of experienced. Remember how I had the like attached book for this? This is the main book. So I think I had gotten like the Holy Wild Grimoire or something like that. And so this is the main book. It's a little thick. It's not horrible, but I have not a whole big clue of what it's gonna be about. It's pretty random. I'm assuming it's gonna be like feminist witchcraft, but couldn't tell you. That's why I got it. Got another small book. So this is Simply Wicca, A Beginner's Guide to the Craft of the Wise by Lisa and Anton Stewart. This is quite small for the books that I read. The cover's a little messy, but like whatever. So the artwork is fun. I love this. It's so pretty, just like simplistic, but like, I don't know. I like it. I also love that it's not really big. Like, again, when I can find small books, it's a good day for me because I read a lot of books. Next, we're starting with a classic. So I haven't read a whole lot of Raymond Buckland's books. I think I've only read, what, maybe 3 of his? Like the classic Big Blue Book. And then I read his Candle books. So I decided library had this, why not? So Wicca for One, The Path for Solitary Witchcraft by Raymond Buckland. So I'm gonna see if they have others because he is one of the big names in witchery, but I mean, it's a decent sized book too. I mean, it's not huge, but bigger than the last one. So, and the cover's gorgeous. This next one, I know this author is, I don't know if fairly big, I guess, maybe. I know she used to have a big name in the community. Honestly, the YouTube pagan community has been kind of iffy for a long time, but at least my experience with it. But I know she's written a couple of books and has gotten like decently big. So I decided to finally read the book because I'm not, like, I didn't really want to buy this because I'm not into traditional Wicca at all. But since the library had it, I figured, you know what, I could read it. So here we are. Honestly, this one, I don't know what I was expecting. Like, part of me was expecting like the bigger books, but this is so tiny. This is the size of like a chapter book when you were a kid. It gets so tiny. So this is like maybe 100 pages. Like, it is, yeah, 132, and that's hitting the bibliography and stuff. But I don't know. I don't know what this is going to be about. The cover makes me question things because it's very stock photo witch vibes. And I don't know. Sometimes they're good. Again, judging books by covers can be rough. But like, I just don't know if this is going to be good. And it's so small. So anyways, this is just one of those that I was like, well, might as well. It's also from this publisher, which is kind of known to have smaller books too. So I don't know. We'll find out. She has other ones in the series too, but they are still in the requested stage at the library. And then lastly, I decided I'm gonna jump into this. So this is Backwoods Witchcraft, Conjure and Folk Magic from Appalachia by Jake Richards. Now, my thing is, like, I'm not from here, but my family is. So, like, we've got family from Tennessee on both sides, so I feel like, kind of, and they're not, like, that far removed, like, not very far back, like, the people were still alive in my lifetime. they're not any, well, one is, kind of. They migrate. Anyways, it's a whole thing. But this is one that I was like, I don't know, because it's not the same as where I live. Like, just like the landscape and like the vibe of, again, the Appalachian area versus Utah is going to be very different. Because, like, we're a desert. And, like, when I've gone there, this place is so lush and green. And, like, fireflies, that's the thing. We don't have those here. And, like, here, you just have coyotes everywhere. And it's just, right now, it's snowy. But usually it's very hot and dry. And, again, it's a desert. Like, it's a different vibe. So, like, I don't know. Like, our thing is, like, rattlesnakes, not fireflies. So, I don't know. I was debating on this. I actually let it lapse. I had actually requested this before, and I didn't pick it up in time. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Should I read it? So, I had to go back on the wait list for it, and then I decided, fine, I'm gonna read it, even though I don't live in this area, but I've got family that has come from there, have family who lives there currently, and yeah, I'm curious. I'm gonna see. I don't know how much of it's gonna translate over to living here in good old Utah in the desert here, but we'll see. I'm curious if it's gonna be a good book. The font and this cover just gives like kind of creepy vibes, and I'm living for it. So there is my library haul for today. Thank you to my patrons. If you'd like to support me and get access to exclusive content, it is patreon.com/nightwillowcrafts. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I post Monday through Friday, and until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Blessed be.